So I'm working for event makers for at least 10 years with the owner, Mrs. Maria Papadaki. Right now, my position in the company is I'm the operations director. I will try to show you a few things about Greece. I have prepared some presentations, some videos to give you an idea about new entries, new proposals, things that we have done during the last months of operation. And if you want to get into much more details, also an email letter for me and my company, and we will be glad to assist you further. So I will begin basically, let's say, with the basics, with Athens, the airport, and they are already working on a big expansion of the airport. This is how the Athena Riviera is going to look like in a few years. This is the Hellinikon development. Everybody who is visiting Athens right now, they will see that there is a lot of construction happening there at the moment. And I was saying that this used to be the Hilton hotel located in the city center of Athens. They have been renovating the whole building the last 2 years. We are expecting it to open in the beginning of next year as a Concon hotel. Okay, so this will be a very big addition in the best 5-star hotels of Athens in the coming months. Moving on, I want to share some photos with you from events that we did during the past months in Athens, mostly with German clients, to be honest. Okay. Here we have high-class transportation. This is the heart of the city center of Athens. This is the Hotel Grande Britannia, located just in front of the Greek Parliament. And the guests, they wanted top-class VIP transportation with all cars, V-Class, Mercedes, all of them very similar. They were transferred to a helipad a little outside of Athens, and then with helicopters, we took them to Mykonos within just 1 hour of flight time. So, about hotel in Athens, more or less, you can guess all the possibilities we have. What I wanted to say and show is that one thing that a lot of people don't know is that when we talk about Athens, we are talking in reality about 2 cities in one, because from the one side, we have Athens, the city center and the metropolitan, like all the big European cities, but just 30 minutes away from the heart of the city center of Athens and the traffic and everything, we have photos and locations like this one. This is the new Four Seasons Hotel located in Vouliagmeni area. And this is part of the Athenian Riviera, and it is as close as you can feel to the Greek islands. So this is also Athens. And to be honest with you, this specific hotel in this location is closer to the airport than the heart of the city center and the other hotels that I showed earlier. Just a few photos to get an idea of the locations, also for dinners by the sea and so on. Lately, we are receiving all the time requests for receptions, welcome receptions, basically in the heart of the city center of Athens with rooftops overlooking the Acropolis. And our options are really many. It only depends on the budget. Okay, if we want to privatize a rooftop, if we are going to the hotel and we privatize the restaurant on the rooftop, if we go to a club or a cafe and we are using a reserved area also on a rooftop. About activities, this is a very popular activity for us the last years. It's called the TriX. We do this activity only in the city center of Athens. This is a very sustainable way of exploring the city center, 80% of which is only pedestrian streets. So it's very safe and very easy for all the guests to experience it. And with the TriX, we visit all the big monuments of the city. Of course, we have the big buses, which is the conventional way. We have the Acropolis, okay. And then one of our top sellers the last years, of course, they are the walking tours in the city center of Athens. Basically, the tasting tours that we are doing, combining food and drinks, all of them local, and the guests, they seem to enjoy them very much. So this is a photo from one of our food tours in the city center. This location is called Vretos. It's the oldest distillery in Athens, and we used to say that after the Parthenon, Vretos is the most famous location in the city. If you Google it, or if you try to check it in the Instagram, you will find, okay, hundreds of thousands, probably millions of comments. Okay, we are going there with the guests. They are tasting the ouzo in this location, and the very, very special is that they can see how exactly ouzo is produced. And the very exceptional is that ouzo is normally contains 40% of alcohol, but this is the only location in Greece that the guests they can taste and see the difference of ouzo with 50% of alcohol, because Vretos is the only company, distillery, that has the license from the Greek company to produce ouzo with 50%. And because I have experienced this one many times, okay, it's a unique experience, I can tell you, because the 50% at the end in the taste is much lighter and better than the 40%. Okay, and we get into many, many details with the guests. During these walking tours, okay, and depending on your briefing or what the end client wants, we can implement various tasks in order to have fun. Okay, sometimes we are using an iPad. Sometimes the guests, they are on their own to explore the city center without a facilitator or a guide, and we are, let's say, controlling them through the iPad, giving them instructions, giving them funny tasks to do. Okay, and during these tasks, they can earn points. It can get a little more competitive. We can give a little bit of motivation to the teams, and the activities can get even funnier. Okay, all activities, they are 100% tailor-made all the time. One big advantage that we have from Athens, that we can organize a full day boat cruise to the nearby islands. We can spend a day with a group on a boat. We have boats for all kinds of sizes. Okay, the one on the left is a catamaran, which can take up to 15 packs, more or less. The one on the right, there are basically two boats. The one at the back, it's the Grande Bounty, who has a max capacity of 160 packs. And we use it also a lot for sunset cruises, cocktails, doing cruises along the Athenian Riviera. The one in the front, on the right side always, is the MS Bounty with a capacity of approximately 50 packs. During the cruise, we can visit islands that are very close to Athens. The guests, they can swim in waters and in bays that are almost hidden and unknown to the normal people, okay, and enjoy paradise-like waters. We can go out in the islands and organize a very nice traditional lunch in classic Greek taverns. We can have a DJ on board, something that is not obligatory, because all these boats, they have Bluetooth speakers, so all the guests, they can play the music of their preference through their mobile phones. And from my experience, this has been, let's say, the top hit. I have done cruises, let's say, with guests from Switzerland, and all the way back from the islands to Athens, from 2 hours long, we were listening to Swiss Schlager, okay? So it was, I mean, the guests, they really love it. We have options to do jeep tour in Athens, and during the jeep tours with all kinds of vehicles, again, it depends on the client's preferences. We implement the tasting stops. On the left, we can see photos from previous events that we are visiting a honey maker, and we learn how the Greek honey is produced from A to Z. We taste the Greek honey, and every guest also gets a jar, okay, as a giveaway. On the right, further down here, we implement a Sirtaki stop, interactive stop, sorry. We have a dance teacher waiting for us, okay, and we teach the guests how to dance Sirtaki. We take videos. What I wanted to say that, and I should have mentioned this from the beginning, is that 80% of the photos that I use from the presentations are from previous events, so they are real photos, not photos taken from the internet or commercial photos. This is a photo from a restaurant in downtown Athens. It's called Dionysos. Dionysos has fine dining cuisine, and we use it for all kinds of events. Okay, we used to say that it has the best views of the city, and I think you can understand very well why. Okay, of course, we have restaurants by the seaside. This is a restaurant in the port of Piraeus. We have restaurants more traditional Greek and close to nature. So I included this photo. This is a venue in the Athenian Riviera. It's called Bolivar, and they used to organize big parties during Fridays and Saturdays. So even if your group, let's say, it's not so big of 300 packs, 500 packs, and we don't have the budget to privatize a big venue and have our own party, our guests can join the local party. I'm doing many events every year with groups from 15 packs, 20 packs, 40 packs, 80 packs. We use Bolivar. The guests, they are having a very nice dinner there. Then they get their bracelets for the open bar, and for 4 hours long, they can join the local party. This venue normally has very famous DJs playing there on Friday, on Saturdays. And when I say famous DJs, one name that comes into my mind is Steve Aoki, who is LA famous, let's say, and we pay nothing extras, okay? Just the normal rates for the food, for the dinner, and for the open bar. Locations, again, by the seaside, private locations for a special dinner or a gala dinner. Very special gala dinners in the city center in historical sites. Smaller gala dinners, okay. So this is a photo from a previous event. This is a gala dinner this is the Acropolis Museum, located just opposite of the Acropolis. We have the possibility, as soon as the museum closes at about 18 o'clock at the afternoon, to privatize the museum. The guests are entering with the German-speaking professional guide. They are having a private tour of the museum. And after the private tour, we are moving on the first floor, which the restaurant is located, and we can have a very nice gala dinner. Okay, these are the photos from the guests coming at the museum, having their private tour. All the museum is open only for us. Of course, we have all kinds of entertainment possibilities, and this applies to all the locations in Greece, not only in Athens. Okay. From bigger to smaller events, traditional Greek dances, and I'm finishing with this photo because at this point I want to show you a video. This is taken from the Panathinaikos Stadium, which is the first stadium of the Olympic Games, and is located in the heart of the city center of Athens. This is a photo from a German group, the people that you see here. I will show you a video, but first I want to make the introduction. Sorry for this. What you see here, there are 280 packs, believe it or not. The stadium has a total capacity of 80,000 fans. Okay, we can't privatize the stadium, but we can use anytime, any part of it. The idea was that we had this group, and the end client wanted to be as a surprise. The guests, they didn't have an idea where we are going to. Therefore, we used minivans in order to enter the stadium from the back side. So the guests, they entered the stadium from the back side. They went through a tunnel, which the tunnel works also as a museum. On the walls on your right and on your left, you see photos and monuments from all the Olympic Games that took place back from the 1896 until today. You can see all the torches from all the Olympic Games. No matter the city, all the torches that are located, they are here in Athens. And then the guests that were coming out at the stadium. We had the facilitators, and the activity was that we created with the people and the guests the logo of their company, or in this occasion, the motto that they wanted to share and that they had decided for. So now I will show you the video. So this is the stadium from the front. We are coming from the back side with 90-seater minivans. The guests are coming out. As I told you, at this moment, they still have no idea where they're going or what they're going to do. This is the tunnel that takes the guests into the stadium. Now they see the stadium and more or less they understand what is going to happen and where they are. We give to each one of them some tickets with the team number and then the T-shirts because they all have to wear the same colors. Then they follow the instructions of the facilitators. We do some rehearsals. And then you will see in a while the end result. This whole activity lasts for approximately 30 minutes to 1 hour at the most. Okay. But this is a very unique experience. The day before at night, we have designed the logo of the company on the ground. We have prepared the logo with an architect in an AutoCAD format. And this is the final result. At the end client wanted that we also make this very big circle in order to give more the idea that we are all one. Okay, this is the motto that they wanted and the one that we worked on. So I continue with my presentation and the things that I have prepared for you. So after Athens, I'm going to jump immediately to Santorini. And the thing that I would like to remark here is that the photos I have used, no matter how crazy it may sound to you, they are all from my mobile phone. They are not photos from the internet. Okay, we don't touch them, let's say, in any kind of program. They are all real photos, draft photos. Access to Santorini, they have an international airport. I don't know if this is well known to you, but Fraport, the German company, has taken over the last years 14 Greek airports. They have renovated all the airports, and because I have visited most of them, if you have not visited most of the airports here in Greece, they will remind you a lot of most of the German airports. So Fraport has for sure Mykonos, Santorini, Thessaloniki, Athens, Heraklion, Crete, Rhodes, and a lot more. So in Santorini, I don't know if you have an idea about the island. It's a very unique location. The whole, let's say, town of Santorini, the island is upon a very big rock, a very big mountain. The landscapes, they are really unique, and these are the colors. As an island, it's really a once-in-a-lifetime experience, in my humble opinion. Okay. And I use these photos in order for you to see the landscapes and the colors. This is the old port of Santorini. Okay. And this is from where a teleferic begins, and it takes you all the way up to, this is, I don't know if you can see my mouse click, this is the downtown of Santorini. Small streets, so we have the beaches of Santorini, but at this point I must be very honest with you. Okay, please take a very good look at the beaches. These are not the Greek beaches that you have in mind. Okay, the Greek beaches that you have in mind, we can find them in Mykonos. I will show a few slides later. We can find them in Crete. We can find them in Chalkidiki. Also, I will show a few slides later, but not in Santorini. The beaches in Santorini, they are wild because of the volcano, but they are very, very unique. Like we have the red sand beach, we have the black sand beach. In Santorini, again, I have to be very honest, for the swimming part, we are doing it using catamarans in the middle of the street, in the middle of the sea, visiting isolated islands with paradise-like waters. Okay. So again, a few photos from the hotels in Santorini. The hotels in Santorini, what we know is that they mostly have smaller hotel boutique ones, but in the last 3 to 4 years, we have also bigger options because we have new openings, like the Nus Hotel with more than 140 rooms, like the Radisson Zafir, also with more than 120 rooms. But still, we don't have very big hotels in Santorini. Okay, these are some photos from the hotels there. Regarding the gastronomy, this is a photo I'm using. This is a very traditional Greek tavern. This is located in Amoudi. In order to reach it, we can reach it only with a rib boat. You can't go there by car, you can't go there by foot, only through the sea and with a rib boat or with a wooden traditional boat. So these are, let's say, hidden treasures. Of course, from the other side, we have the fine dining. We have a Michelin star restaurant. There are venues that we can privatize for amazing gala events, all of a kind. Santorini has a very big history regarding wine. There are many wineries. We can take all kinds of wine tours there, from the finest wine tours to a wine experience, including a full interactive activity of how to produce the wine from A to Z, a wine tour in an old museum, wine tasting, and of course, again, with the gala dinners, from the smaller to the bigger groups, we can prepare something very, very unique. Okay. So I used, although I am not a fan at all, I thought about using this chat GPT, and I asked the question, is Mykonos better or Santorini? And the reply that I received, I might say that I agree with it 100%. Okay. So for Santorini, we focus on the amazing views and once in a lifetime experience in terms of the nature of the landscape. If we want more life, nightlife, and more fun and the crazy activities, then Mykonos is the right location. Okay. And again, I think for both islands, a stay of 3 to 4 days is the ideal one. During the last season, we have had many clients and events that they split their stay in between Athens and Mykonos, like the photos I showed before, that we transferred the guests from Athens to Mykonos by helicopters. We also transferred the guests this year with the yachts from Athens to Mykonos. We can take, if the budget is not so high, the local ferry. They are very, very fast boats. We had guests that they combined both islands, half stay in Mykonos, half stay in Santorini, and so on. Okay, again, we can do, this is a photo from the airport in Mykonos. Very special welcome arrival at the airport. As you can imagine, you can do all kinds of things. Some photos now very fast from Mykonos. The same apply for most of the location in Greece. Again, big boats for daily cruises for bigger groups. So if you want wooden boats, traditional ones, we have all kinds of ribs for all kinds of sizes. We have the big yachts. This year we did many events with yachts. One of the biggest ones was with 8 yachts of this size plus 4 ribs at the same time, selling all together. Okay, and the idea was that during the lunch break and the first swim break, all the yachts, they docked the one next to each other. So all the guests, they could jump from the one yacht to the other, and we had one big party. So all the guests eating together, dancing together, and having fun. Again, some photos from previous events. Jeep Safari tours. This is a Jeep Safari tour from Mykonos. I will show you later a Jeep Safari tour in Chalkidiki, which is totally different. In Mykonos, we are using only Wrangler Jeeps of the highest quality. This is self-driving, and the guests seem to love it a lot and have a lot of fun. We used to make for bigger groups, big convoys, combining jeeps and quads. And during the stops that we implement for photo shot tasting, we used to encourage the guests to rotate. I mean, one guest who begins driving with a jeep, we encourage them to change and go to the quads in order to get the full experience. Okay. One thing that I need to mention is that one of the activities that we never do in Santorini, for security reasons, is the quad tour. So this photo is from Mykonos. Quad tour is in Mykonos. It's 100% safe. We do it every year, many times, and it's a very, very nice activity. But we don't do it in Santorini. In Santorini, it's very dangerous. We haven't done it for the past 15 years, and I don't think we'll do it from our side. Okay, it's not recommended. So again, very traditional Greek lunches in a special farm. This is a very traditional farm owned by a family. The guests go there. We show them how the traditional Greek pita is prepared. They can also participate. We are baking everything in the traditional ovens with woods. We have Greek traditional music, musicians dancing, ouzo tasting. Of course, everywhere we offer water sports. Of course, everywhere we have early in the morning and before breakfast for the guests who are into it. We can organize yoga, Pilates, all kinds of running activities. Okay, we have done many running activities in the past. In all the Greek islands, we have done many running activities for charity reasons. It depends on what the client needs to do. And again, dinners from, let's say, normal restaurants to boho restaurants, downtown restaurants with amazing views, to beach venues. Then I included this photo. This photo is from a after dinner party. What you see is, allow me to say this, a boring meeting room. We took the meeting room of the hotel. This was a small group of 50 packs, but the guests, they wanted to have their own private party. They didn't want to join the local party. So we took the boring meeting room with just a small budget. We transformed it into a real clubbing, and the guests, they had their own party. So now I'm moving to Thessaloniki, Chalkidiki. I'm moving a little to the north. Right now that I'm talking to you, I'm located in Thessaloniki. I'm flying to Athens on Monday. So I know personally this region very well. Thessaloniki, for the ones who don't know the city, is the second biggest city of Greece. We have approximately 1.5 million citizens. The city is quite big, but still not so big as Athens. We have throughout the year amazing connection with all the big cities from Germany. And next to Thessaloniki, not more than 45 minutes away, transfer from the airport, it is Chalkidiki. I will show you a few photos. I already said the initial things about Thessaloniki. So again, all the things that we can do in Athens, we can do in Thessaloniki, but the tours, they are of course a little different because, as I said before, all the tours, they are tailor-made also to the location, not only to the group. Thessaloniki has an amazing history about the food. And in my humble opinion, the food tour that we offer in Thessaloniki, it's a unique experience. Just to give you an idea, the whole food tour has 7 tasting stops, including, and in each stop, we taste at least 3 to 4 different items in terms of food and drinks. It has been our total highlight with all the German groups the last 2 years, the food tour. This is Chalkidiki. So from the city, just 45 minutes away, we can visit Chalkidiki. Chalkidiki is like a very big peninsula having 3 big legs. These are unique photos from Chalkidiki. And Chalkidiki has some of the best beaches of the country. Okay, among it is Chalkidiki, Crete, and Mykonos. These are the locations in Greece that they have the best waters and the best beaches. I will tell you why I also included these photos a little later. Okay, if you see some of these beaches, they are very wild. And the jeep tour that we are doing in Chalkidiki, we drive with jeeps in such kinds of locations and beaches, and we go with the jeep inside the water. Okay, I will explain this later. These are photos from hotels in Chalkidiki, and what I wanted basically to show you is that you have endless beaches of sandy beach, okay, all private for the guests, and the budget, they are very, very down to earth and very friendly, I think. One of the activities that we like to do there, since we don't have to pay thousands of euros for rental fee for beach venues and so on, is the raft building, which is also very competitive. This is some photos from the jeep safari we do in Chalkidiki, but I will show you a video in a while. A few more photos from the beaches, and then I will move on with a few videos I have prepared for you. They are very, very short ones, and I'm almost finished. This is a video from a boat tour we did back in October 2024. The end client was German. The guests, they are coming from all over the world. I want you to see the waters and the weather. This event took place between the 20th and the 24th of October. Okay. This is from Chalkidiki. We are a little in the southern part of the first leg of Chalkidiki. Again, luxurious yachts, but this is up to you and the end client to decide what you like and you want. I can send you all these videos, and I have, of course, tons of material of photos, okay, of all kinds, also draft material or photos that I have taken with my mobile phone. We can share with you anything. So this is the first video, just to get an idea. And then I wanted to show you the jeep tour in Chalkidiki, for which we are using professional drivers. This is not a self-driving activity. It is different than in Athens, in Mykonos, or in Crete, where all the jeeps, they are self-driving. These jeeps, they are not self-driving. We use professional drivers. Because this jeep tour is very unique, it also includes a little bit of guidance. We visit very unique locations. We are going a lot of road. As I told you before, we are even crossing beaches from inside the sea. So the jeep tour in Chalkidiki is a little different than in the other parts of Greece. And my almost last video is the food tour. Here you will take an idea of the food tour in Thessaloniki. We begin with a group from Chalkidiki. At this point, we split the group in two teams. The one team, they wanted to do the bike tour. That's why you will see the bikes here during the very long promenade of the city. And the rest of the guests, they are doing the food tour. We walk in the city center, and we are visiting unique locations that only the locals and the guys who were born in this city know. And in each location, we are tasting something totally different, okay? And I wanted also to remark at this point that we are very used to all kinds of allergies. Okay, all guests, they are personally taken care of, so you don't have to worry about all these, let's say, very small but very important details. This is called Bougatsa, it's something very traditional Greek. This is the flea market of Thessaloniki. The guests, they also have the chance, if they want to buy something for themselves, to go on. Here we are tasting the Greek coffee with a sweet spoon. Here we are tasting ouzo and let's say the Greek tapas, which is called meze. And this is an amazing sweet that we can find only in Thessaloniki. It's called trigono. It's my personal favorite. And I can already tell you that all our German clients who tasted, they really loved it. And I will finish. This is the very last one. This is from an activity we did last year in Chalkidiki for this group. They wanted to launch a new product from the shelf. So we put together a MasterChef activity. The big challenge was that we had guests coming from all over the world, from South America to Eastern Europe, to Middle East, to North America. Everything was in English. We used a moderator. We used a professional chef, which is also a TV celebrity. We used a jury with the sous chefs. We had facilitators. We had a lot of music, a lot of fun. This activity lasted for 3.5 hours. All the recipes that were very tailor-made so that we make sure that we use this product the whole time. So it was something that we had been working on for at least 2 months long. And I'm using this in order to share, let's say, a small secret with you. What we did is that because of the fact that we had audiovisual support and equipment with us, we had the DJ playing that day during the activity. As a background, I told the DJ to use a specific famous song and play it throughout, and the song was looping in the background while the guests, they were listening to the moderator, they were listening to the instructions and everything they had to do. So when the activity was about to finish and we went to the awards, we used the same song for the nominations. The people they were listening to this song for 3 hours long, but in a very low volume. So it was coming into their subconsciousness. How can I say it? So when the nominations came and we used the same song louder for the nominations, the guests, they could already identify this song as their song and the activity song, and they went crazy. And the whole idea behind it was that free of charge, only using, let's say, this very simple technique, we managed to put in the minds of these guests coming from all around the world, from Uruguay, Paraguay, Brazil, Canada, USA, Kazakhstan, China, Germany, Czech Republic, and so on. This song is connecting in their mindset with the activity. So when they are back at home and they are going to their work, maybe today, maybe yesterday, maybe tomorrow, and they listen to this song in the radio, immediately their mind goes back to the activity they had in Halkidiki with their company and everything else. This is all from my side, okay? I hope it was not long enough. I also have a Congress Center to show you. Okay, I almost forgot it. This is a brand new opening, okay? It's one of the biggest Congress Centers right now in Greece. It is by far the newest and the most modern. It is located in Peloponnese. It is approximately 1 hour away from the Costa Navarino area that maybe some of you know. It's at least 2.5 hours away from Athens, but there is also another airport in the north close to Patra, which is called Araxos. So this is the Congress Center. It is by far the newest. I had the chance, basically my company had the chance to be the first ones to have their opening big event there using the whole of it. This happened back in the first days of May, and we had a group of Italians that had the whole hotel in buyout. The hotel is called Olympian Village. It has approximately 680 rooms. The group that we had there was 980 guests with the staff and the technician and everything. We were more than 1,150 people there. This is how we entered the Congress Center. I will take a very fast virtual tour that you can also find in their website. From here inside, we will go to their plenary room, which has a maximum capacity theater style of 1,200 pax. During my event, we had done very big AV settings there, so we had the chairs for only 1,000 pax. From here on the right side, if we take the virtual tour, if we open this door and go inside, there are two very big breakout rooms that they are interconnecting. And if we connect them, we can have a very big meeting room of approximately 100, 120 pax theater style. From here on the left, because here in front of us is the very big plenary room. This is the foyer with huge areas, okay, for any kind of welcome reception, coffee breaks. They are here. On the right, it's a bar. Below us, on the lower parts, I don't know if you can see my mouse click, there are the toilets. There is a huge garage. Basically, there are two garages. One can be also for LKVs, other can be for storage of equipment. There is a huge garage for any kind of cars. This is the entrance of the Congress Center. So again, I'm going to this side. Here on the left, we have 10 smaller breakout rooms of different sizes, from 20 packs to up to 40 packs. During our events, we used all these rooms for the Orga team, the technicians, they had their room. The Orga team, the Italians, they had their rooms. My company and my Orga team, we had our room. We had one room for the giveaways and so on. I mean, the options were just numerous and everything very, very easy. And from here, sorry, with these doors, you open it and you are inside the plenary room. Okay.